Candace Kathleen Atherton was born on the 21st of September 1955 and died on the 30th of October 2017. She was a British journalist and politician. After serving as a councillor in Islington, where she was mayor, she was Member of Parliament for Falmouth and Camborne from 1997 to 2005. Up until her death she lived in Cornwall and was a member of its local council. Atherton worked as a journalist from 1980. She also worked with ex-offenders, co-wrote a book on housing for single homeless people in North London, and co-founded a refuge for battered women in West Sussex. She chaired the Women's and Disability Committees of both Islington and the Association of London Labour Authorities. In 1982, she led protests within the Labour Party and the CND movement against the task force sent to the Falkland Islands. In 1984, she co-founded Every Woman magazine, a post-feminist women's magazine. From 1986 to 1992, she served as a Labour councillor in the London Borough of Islington and was mayor for the year 1989 to 1990. She went on to stand for Labour at Chesham and Amersham in the 1992 general election. In the mid-1990s, she left London and lived in Westbury, Wiltshire, where in 1993 she stood unsuccessfully as a Labour candidate in elections to Wiltshire County Council. She worked for the Labour Party and Unison before being selected to fight the three-way marginal seat of Falmouth and Camborne, after the local Labour Party had imposed the first all-women shortlist in the country. Such shortlists were subsequently ruled to be in breach of the Sex Discrimination Act 1975, and thus unlawful. 2. Despite that judgment, she remained in place as the candidate for the 1997 general election. Taking Labour from third place to first, she was elected as the Member of Parliament for Falmouth and Camborne, holding the seat until the election of 2005. She doubled her majority in the 2001 election, having successfully campaigned for Objective 1 status for Cornwall, for the National Minimum Wage Act 1998, and for a university in Cornwall. She spearheaded the campaign to open a minor injuries unit in Camborne Redruth Community Hospital, now used by more than 12,000 people a year, and the campaign to expose the nerve gas station at Nansecuke, RRH Portreath, in her constituency, an issue, surprisingly, that had been well known to the people of the area for several decades. At the 2005 general election, Atherton lost her seat to Liberal Democrat Julia Goldsworthy by a majority of 1,886. Paul Phillips, a gay aide Atherton employed for a year until March 2004, resigned and claimed discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation, accusing her of homophobia and of asking him to find information on her Conservative opponent in Falmouth because he was also gay. The accusation of digging the dirt was coined by the tribunal chair at the initial hearing, and although Phillips denied that he had ever alleged this, the phrase stuck. Atherton denied having treated Phillips in any discriminatory way. The case was thrown out. Atherton's record of voting in the House of Commons was generally supportive of gay rights. She died at 62 years old,